5, 4, 3, ready A full, ready for the light, and taking it. Ready to advance.
The city of Nelsonville is starting plans to handle its sewage.
All right, 2 ready to move, ready to advance.
Those living on federal housing assistance may spend more to keep a roof over their heads.
And in sports, a look at concussions, how they're more than just a bad headache. Newswatch starts right now.
And advancing. Ready 2. 2 ready to move.
Broadcasting live from WOUB
And
TV
start your push
in
slow
Athens.
and tilt down.
This
There
is
you go.
Newswatch.
And taking 2. Cure.
The city of Nelsonville might get a
Ready
new
lower.
regional sewer plant. Good evening.
Taking
I'm
lower.
Chelsea Sick.
And I'm Lily Bradley. Thanks for joining
Ready
us.
1.
This comes after an emergency ordinance passed Monday at the Nelsonville City Council meeting.
Taking 1. Cure.
This
Ready double
ordinance
boxes.
means that Murray City and Carbon Hill of Hocking County will work with Nelsonville together to build this regional plant.
Taking boxes with
Newswatch
OAC.
reporter Michaela
Ready
Marshall
OAC
is live
full
at the
with her lower.
current city sewer plant with more. Michaela?
Taking it. Lower.
That's right, Lily. I spoke with city manager Charles Barga
Ready to
today.
lose lower,
He told me
ready
there's
SOT
a real
and
need for
B
this
full.
new plant. I'm standing in front of the current city of Nelsonville plant, and it's only been updated once over 30 years ago. It opened its doors back in 1956.
All right, taking it.
Right now,
And
Murray City
Charles
and
is the
Carbon
first
Hill
lower.
are unsewered. This sewage treatment agreement will allow those towns
130.
to tie into Nelsonville's plant with the construction of a new regional sewer plant. City manager Charles Barga says the plan is to
Ready,
convert
Charles,
the
lower.
current aging sewer plant to a list site and build a larger one outside of town.
There's a field here, it's about 12 acres, and we're working with the owner to purchase the land and relocate, or not relocate, build the regional sewer plant in this area right here, just
All right.
southeast of
I'm
Nelsonville.
gonna
I spoke with longtime
take
business
him.
owner Don Smith. Don's
Ready,
service center
Don's
is
lower.
located right next to the current sewer plant in Nelsonville.
Just getting it out of the town will be
Ready to
a
lose it?
big improvement in the air quality
losing lower.
and the appearance.
All right. We got
Vargas
50
says
left.
residents will have to gradually pay more in sewage. Over the next few
I'll
years,
see
the
if
plan is to tack on $10 more than they're paying now in
There we
increments
go.
of about $3.50 a year.
The average sewer bill
Taking his
right
lower.
now for us is right around $25 a month. So even if we raised it the full $10, we're only talking $35 a month, and that would still be
Losing lower.
lower than most
Ready, Don's lower
areas
again.
around, most cities and villages around here.
Smith says he doesn't mind
maybe
paying
not.
more for sewage.
If it improves
Taking lower.
the health and the smell and everything on this end of town, it's worth it to me.
All communities involved, as
All
well
right.
as the Ohio EPA and
Ready,
the U.S.
OAC?
Department of Agriculture, must sign the
Move
agreement
forwards,
in
out
order
to.
for the plan to move forward.
And taking it. Cure.
I spoke with a representative
lower.
from the Ohio
Ready
EPA.
boxes with Lily.
and She told me the city will be getting a loan of over $950,000 just to pay for the design of this new plant. I'm told that loan may be going into effect today. Reporting live for
Losing
Newswatch in Nelsonville, I'm Michaela Marshall. Back to you, Lily.
Taking boxes. Cure.
Thanks, Michaela.
And taking 2. Cure.
People on federal housing
Ready, VO,
assistance could see more of their
and A.
income go towards rent.
Taking
Under the
VO,
Housing and Urban
bringing
Development
lower.
Plan, 35% of tenants' gross income
Ready
would
on
pay
2,
for
ready to
rent.
lose VO.
Current rules call for
Ready to lose
30%
lower.
of a tenant's adjusted income goes to rent. HUD officials say more than 2 million households could be affected by
Losing
these
lower.
proposed changes.
And taking 2. Cure. Ready,
Here in
VO.
Athens, renters
And
getting
B.
HUD assistance are just waiting to see how those proposed rules changes will affect them.
Taking B.
We talked to some tenants
Bringing
at
it lower.
Carriage Hill Apartments, but they
Ready,
didn't
1
want to
with
be on
Lily.
camera.
1
They
center
did
up.
say they hope more of their income
There we
won't
go.
have to go towards
Ready to
rent.
lose VO,
According
ready to
to
go
a
to 1.
report from the Housing Finance Agency, 10.5% of renters in Athens County receive HUD subsidies, but tenants say they are also worried about staying at their current apartment. Carriage Hill, recently rebranded as Campus Heights, is currently undergoing a $2.5 million renovation project. Tenants think the complex will become more oriented for college students.
All right, losing lower.
Officials from Campus Heights said HUD recipients
Ready, 1 with
will
Lily.
not be affected by the changes and that Campus Heights is open to students and non-students.
And taking 1. Cure.
What was once a buyer's market for colleges
Ready,
is
SOT,
now a
and
selling
A.
market to students. And Ohio University is finding it
And hey,
harder
Sean,
to
this runs
attract
long,
high
so
school
when I
graduates.
tell you to fade out, get
Newswatch
off quick,
reporter
okay?
Micah Upshaw has been looking into OU's long-term plans to create better living for future students.
All right, taking A.
In today's competitive world, attracting students is more
Kristen
than
Dill is
offering
the
an
first.
education.
Tell Eric he can click his clicker.
I personally would like to live in some places nice, as well as having a
It
really good
is.
campus with academics.
I was the
And
wrong
colleges
person.
have to
I'm
adjust.
not taking the rest of the lowers.
Ohio University has an undergraduate acceptance rate of
Should've.
75%. Accepting students is second half the battle, while convincing them to attend is first. An incoming Ohio University freshman will pay more than $24,000 for just tuition in fall 2018. And one way OU is working to set itself apart from other colleges, its dorms. OU Housing and Residence Life and University Planning have been working together to create Housing Phase 1.
Housing Phase 1 was replacing several South Green dorms with new facilities that's in place today. There are 4 facilities grouped together with a central living learning center.
The dorms Tanaka, Luke, Soul, and Carr were born. With suite-style rooms, high ceilings, and private bathrooms. This $100 million project is the beginning of a new standard the university plans to slowly integrate campus-wide.
So once we get to Peter, Josh is going to tell him when to get out.
These dorms, however, are more than just aesthetics. The executive director of Housing and Residence Life, Peter Trinacosti, says the university wants to create dorms that are also long-lasting.
The main focus is to make a project, a building that's going to last the test of time, and a real high-quality building. And while we're doing that, we want to make sure that we're following as many sustainable principles that we can.
Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Micah Upshaw.
And taking one.
The university plans to tear down 9 more dorms
SOT
in order
and
to
B
create
for
more
weather
green
innovation.
space
And
for
Eric, pan left 3,
recreational
pan
use.
left 3. And taking SOT. Ready, Eric. Right there, 3, perfect. And taking 3, cue him.
Good evening, welcome to the Newswatch Weather Center. I'm your forecaster, Eric 3 II. Beautiful day here in Athens, and it was similar around the region. We see today, hour by hour, if we're going to be out and about tonight, those same students who were enjoying the positive weather today, my night owls, my bar crawlers, it will get chilly tonight. And I need you to bring your light jacket, your sweater, a long sleeve, whatever warms your heart, keeps your heart happy, making sure that you are staying warm, staying safe. As we see this low pressure system continue to move to the East Coast, that heavy rain that was hitting us earlier this week is now moving toward Pennsylvania and New York. And we'll start to see sunny skies as we get throughout the week, starting our week off right. Chances of rain tonight, full temperatures will be dropping tonight, and it'll be sunny to start your week on Sunday. Back to you, Lily.
Thanks, Eric. I'm really looking forward to this warm temperature. Hope they'll stick around.
Taking it. And then ready VO and B. And taking B, Kieran.
Ohio police arrested 4 young students for making violent threats. The 2 10-year-olds, a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old, are facing charges
after come back out the 2 with Chelsea.
Found several hit lists and a weapon at both an Elyria middle and elementary school this week. Officials say one 10-year-old brought a large knife to school with a list of people to stab. A janitor found that list in a trash can. The middle school principal confiscated a separate list. Although the students said the list was just something they made up, Elyria Police Captain Christopher Constantino says the school district will not tolerate a threat of any kind.
Taking 2, Kieran.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions continues to crack down on dealers in the opioid crisis. Today he announced new court action against people involved with illegally bringing drugs like fentanyl into the U.S. The Attorney General specifically mentioned a 2015 Grand Forks overdose as a tipping point for the government.
Taking it.
In total, 32 defendants have been charged as part of this law enforcement operation. According to the indictments, over 5 years, the conspirators trafficked large and dangerous quantities of fentanyl into the United States and Canada. The defendants allegedly sold fentanyl and fentanyl analogs in 11 states from coast to coast, Oregon to Ohio to Florida.
And wiping.
Federal prosecutors are scoring victories against doctors in the opioid crisis. A Cincinnati physician convicted of illegally distributing oxycodone pills was sentenced Wednesday to 5 years in federal prison. 61-year-old Alan Arnold was convicted of illegally distributing opiates through the Central Kentucky Bariatric and Pain Management Clinic. Testimony showed he conducted only minimal exams before prescribing large quantities of pills.
Start zooming out and taking 2
for the first time in generations, North and South Korean leaders are looking for peace.
Plus, sexual accusations against yet another beloved news anchor. These stories and more when Newswatch returns.
Let me hold it and get out. All right, fade to black at the button.